You know, you do have, I mean, flexibility as you get older is your key thing, right? Being able to be flexible.
And you've been on air for 18 hours. We were just keeping track of how many on-air hours Jay King has been with us over the last few days. My name is Sarah. Thanks so much for joining me. This is such a treat. It's always a joy to sit next to Jay King. I learn something new from him every time I'm here. And come along for the ride. You're gonna learn about stones that you never knew existed. You're gonna learn about some of these unique discoveries, mine finds that you will not find at a traditional jewelry store. We're gonna talk about one of these beautiful, pretty pink stones next. This is the Rhodochrosite, which is a beautiful and rare stone from Argentina, right? Okay, this comes from Argentina, and now you do find rhodochrosite in fact, in Silver City, New Mexico. There's not Silver City, what am I talking? Silverton, Colorado. It has the highest airport in the United States, by the way. Which I've landed at. But they have like rhodochrosite there, but it's specimens. I mean, it's not like you can buy the rough where you would cut it. As far as I'm aware, this material comes from one mine that is kind of like, anytime you see rhodochrosite in jewelry, without exception, this is the mine that it came from. Here's what happened with rhodochrosite, and this all changed this year. This is what's cool about Tucson. This is a Tucson story, a brand new Tucson story. This actual material, I bought this about 3 years ago, and I bought this material from an older gentleman who was, he made 22 karat and 18 karat gold jewelry. That's what he did. He specialized in two materials. AAA grade lapis, the finest lapis in the world. I mean to die for lapis. And also gem grade rhodochrosite. Those were the two things that he specialized in. And then he only did 22 karat gold, 18 karat gold. I used to do this, I've actually been to this mine. We used to do this over 15, 16 years ago. There was a lot of rhodochrosite. I did business with a company at that time who was brokering, who actually owned the mine. It was called Rhodocro. We did a lot of this material and really did well with it. The Argentinian government came in and they said, that looks cool. They came in and they said, look, you can no longer export the rhodochrosite rough. It has to be in a finished product. Well, that knocked everybody like me and everybody like me out of the business because we don't have factories in Argentina. And it's not really feasible for us to set up factories in Argentina for one material, right? So I mean, I can't go to the expense of setting up a whole factory just so I can have one material. So basically, there was no rhodochrosite, and you didn't see it. It killed the market on it. I will say this in Tucson this year, and they said that they were there last year, but I didn't see them last year. I met them this year. There's a company, the Argentinian government now is allowing the rhodochrosite rough to be taken out. And so hopefully I couldn't complete the deal before I left, but my associate is still in Tucson, and I'm hoping that she is gonna be able to maybe put a deal together, and so we'll be able to have more rhodochrosite in our line again. This material is probably at least 20 years old. Really? And it's some of the finest rhodochrosite. Now, I will tell you this, too. When I left, the reason I left is I couldn't reach a number that both of us were happy with. They were happy with their number. I wasn't happy with their number. So it might be that we don't have any rhodochrosite. But I will tell you, the price that I'm charging here, if at their price, this same necklace would probably cost 3 to 4 times what we're selling it for. So this is material that was mined 20 years ago. I'm not saying that, like with the rhodochrosite, I got it at the old number or at the price I negotiated. Now, I didn't have enough time to negotiate, so this material is very expensive, okay? And it is limited.